Dears, welcome to the class of Demography. Introduction. Demography. The term demography is derived from two Greek words, demo meaning population and graphy meaning describe. So demography means study of people or human population. Now, demographers. Demographers is a scientific professional who studies human populations focusing on their size, composition, distribution and changes over time. Move on to who is the father of demography. The father of demography is John Grant. Now we'll see, according to him, John Grant, what is demography? So demography is a scientific study of the human population primarily with respect to its size, structure and development. We'll see the definition of demography in simple way. Demography is a statistical study and analysis of the human population in terms of its size, composition and distribution. We'll have little extension. Population size, composition and distribution are determined by births, deaths and migration, which occur continuously in any population. So migration in the sense moving from village to city for work or other any conditions. Demographic processes. 5 demographic processes are there, that are fertility, mortality, marriage, migration and social mobility. So these 5 processes are continuously at work within a population determining size, composition and distribution. Fine, let us move on to demographic cycle. Demographic cycle shows how population changes over the time. So demographic cycle is a pattern of population growth in a country shown by changes in birth rate and death rate over time. So let us have a very simple explanation over this cycle. In early times, both birth rate and death rate were high. With the development, death rate reduced first, then birth rate reduced. This stage in population growth is called the demographic cycle. The worldwide history of population growth depicts changing trends in the population size and composition due to increase or decrease in the number of births and deaths. There are 5 stages of demographic cycle. High stationary stage, first stage. Early expansion stage, second stage. Late expansion stage, third stage. Low stationary stage, fourth stage and declining stage. We'll see each. High stationary stage. You look at this, BR increased, DR increased, which means it is characterized by both a high birth rate and a high death rate. So in this stage, these no changes in the size of the population due to high birth rate and high death rate, which cancel each other and the population remains stationary. It's already understood that birth rate is also high and death rate is also high, like +1 -1. Middle of 17th century, the world population was in this stage, and in this stage India was in this stage till 1920. In this stage, it is seen when the country is economically most weak, because birth rate is also high and death rate is also high. Next one, early expansion stage, second stage. Look at that, BR increased. It begins with the declining of death rate while BR still remains high. So BR is high, DR started declining. In this stage, there is some increase in the population because death rate begins to decline while birth rate remains unchanged. The world population was in this stage from middle of 17th to middle of 19th, and whereas India population was in the stage from 1921 to 1950. DR decline. Why? It is mainly due to improvements in health condition, facilities such as food supply, healthcare and sanitation. So third stage, late expansion stage. So you know about expansion. In this stage, birth rate begins to decline and death rate further decrease. So if you see that population continues to grow because birth exceeds death. See the first line. In this stage, birth rate begin to decline and death rate further decreases. The fall in BR results mostly from access to contraceptives like family planning methods and women empowerment. So due to this, BR has been reduced, means started reducing. Now fourth one, slow stationary stage. This stage is characterized by low birth rate and low death rate, with the result that population becomes stationary. So both are low. BR also low and DR. Zero population growth has already been recorded in Australia during 1985. So growth rate as low 0.1 was recorded in UK, Denmark, Sweden and Belgium during 1980 to 1985. So this stage is characterized with a low birth rate and a low death rate. Consequently, the population remains stationary since both are low. Most industrialized countries have undergone a demographic transition from high BR and high DR to low BR and low DR. The last one, declining stage. So birth rate is now lower than death rate. Hence population begins to decline. Obviously, because birth rate is lower than death rate. So there is negative growth in the population. Some East European countries like Hungary, and some North European countries like Sweden, Norway are now in this stage. And my question to you that India is in which stage of demographic cycle now? Thank you, students. And this session was completely prepared based on students' request. If you have any difficult topics, comments below. I'll explain them simply. Thank you.